Morning, we had to get there super early because Mojo's in the early open. My draw numbers are so spread apart today. It's crazy. I'm like one of the first people to run in the early open and one of the last people to run in the late open. Of course, first thing I did when I got there was get everybody their breakfast. I did truck it clear over to Ellie since she's at the opposite side of the barn. Then I gave Big Dog his CEP accelerate pace. And then I hopped on Mojo to stretch her legs. Took extra long warming her up today since it's her third day of running. Then in a stall, she's an older mare. And I just think she does better when she gets a little extra time. The time that won the open today was stupid fast, which ended up bumping Mojo to the open 40 and the adult 40. But I'm fucking tickled about it, and I'll tell you why. One run cleared us like over $800. You bet your ass I'm celebrating. So we're done with Mojo's run. I put CEP Coolit on her back and her legs. Put her tail back in, and then we headed to the trailer to get a fresh bale of hay. Refilled hay bags, and then we headed to the restaurant to get some lunch. I had a decent amount of time between Mojo and Big Dog's run. Decided I'd throw a saddle on Ellie and go work her in the outdoor pen, especially because the poor girl's been stuck in a stall all by herself. She was looking so bored. Definitely a lot harder to work in the outdoor pen because it is a lot drier and more shallow. I'm also a firm believer that you have to teach your horses to be able to ride on any kind of ground, especially when they're babies like this. So I think she handled it really well. These horses that were stalled next to us had our asses cracking up. This Palomino horse, he is living his best life with that fan. Anyways, then it was time for me to get Big Dog warmed up, and Frankie was insisting that she warmed him up with me. And he's the best boy, so we warmed him up together. And then it was time for his run, and honestly, this is my own fault. Instead of focusing on what I needed to do, I was just focused on being fast. And that right there is what happens when you focus on being fast instead of running your run. I will say his second and third barrel were the best they were all weekend. That first barrel was solely on me. I'm the one who told him to turn right there. 2 out of 3 runs were clean, and a tricky pen isn't always the easiest for rady horses. I'm really pleased with how things went for me and Big Dog this weekend. Once we were all finished with our runs, quickly got the trailer hooked back up, and then we started loading everything. Picked the trailer really fast and got fly masks on everyone. Then we started loading because the show was still going on, but it was starting to get kind of hectic around there. Everyone else was starting to leave, so we wanted to get out the door as soon as possible. Ran up and grabbed my checks before we headed out. We stopped at a gas station to get filled up and grab some McDonald's. Then we hit the road because it's a 5.5 hour haul home. We were all so exhausted from this weekend. The shows that we've been running in Albia ended today. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make it to the last show of the series. Lisa and Allison were able to pick up our awards. That's so much cool stuff. Got a jewelry box, a Yeti cup, a buckle on the front. I got 3 wagons, some supplements, a toolbox, stall hooks, backpack. Frankie even won some stuff for the peewees. A lot of really cool prizes. Anyways, it was a great weekend. I'm definitely pleased with it.